Right now there is a war in your mind that you do not see. On the outside you may look calm, you speak, you work, you smile, you do what you need to do each day. But inside there is a voice that never stops talking, never stops judging, never stops telling you what you are and what you are not. That voice is the source of your peace or the source of your suffering. And most of the time it is the source of your suffering. You want inner peace. You want to feel quiet and safe inside your own skin. You want to feel at home in your own life. But you have learned to look for peace in places where it does not live. You look for peace in the behavior of other people. You look for peace in what they say, what they do, what they give you or take from you. You look for peace in money, in success, in attention, in approval. You tell yourself, when they finally understand me, I will have peace. When they stop judging me, I will have peace. When I fix my body, my past, my family, my partner, my situation, then I will be able to rest. But life does not work that way. Inner peace does not come because the world outside becomes quiet. Inner peace comes when the world inside becomes clear. The outside world has always been noisy. It will always be noisy. There will always be people who agree and people who disagree. There will always be praise and blame, gain and loss, pleasure and pain. This is the dream of the world. It changes all the time. The real question is not how do I control the world. The real question is who is the one inside listening to all of this and what does that one believe? You see, from the moment you were born, you began to build a story. At first, you did not know you were doing this. You were like soft clay. The words of others pressed themselves into you. The looks on their faces left marks. Every praise, every insult, every rule, every belief, very threat. And every promise became part of the story. In this story, you are the main character, the I, the hero, the victim, the one in the middle of everything. All the other people in your life are secondary characters in your story. They enter, they leave, they speak, they act, they disappear. But you are the one who is always there. You are the center of your own dream. This is not a problem. This is how human beings live. The problem begins when you forget that it is a story, when you forget that it is a dream, when you believe that every word in that story is truth, when you believe that every judgment about you is truth, when you believe that all the fears and conditions you learned are truth. You forget that you are the artist who is dreaming. You only know yourself as the character who is suffering. Most people live this way. They live inside a dream of suffering. They try to control other people so that they can feel safe. They take every word personally, as if every action is about them. They make assumptions about what others think and feel. They try to guess the story in other people's minds, and then they react to those guesses as if they are real. When you live like this, your mind is like a battlefield. One voice tells you that you are not good enough. Another voice tells you to work harder. One part of you wants to rest. Another part calls you lazy. You want to be loved, but another voice says, you do not deserve love unless you are perfect. So you punish yourself and call it discipline. You reject yourself and call it humility. You hide yourself and call it safety. This is not inner peace. This is inner war. The real conflict inside you is not between good and bad, or between you and another person. The real conflict is between truth and lies in your own mind. The lies are very familiar. You know them well. I am not enough. I am too much. I am broken. I am unlovable. I have to earn love. I have to make everyone happy. I must control everything so that nothing hurts me. These lies did not begin with you. They are very old. They were passed down from parents, teachers, religion, culture, from the dream of the world itself. They entered your mind when you were very small and you did not have the power to question them. So you agreed with them. You said yes, not with words, but with belief. Every time you believed one of these lies, it became an agreement. You did not sign a paper, but you signed with your faith. You said, yes, this is what I am. Yes, this is how life works. And once you agreed, you began to live according to that agreement. You changed your behavior, your choices, your words, your posture, so that it would match the lie. This is how human beings become slaves to their own mind. You may believe that other people are the cause of your suffering, but if you look very honestly, you will see something very important and very simple. No one can hurt you more than the voice in your own head can. No one criticizes you as often as you criticize yourself. No one punishes you as long as you do. Other people may reject you for a moment. Your own mind can reject you every day. This is why you do not feel peace. And yet there is something beautiful and powerful in you that has never been touched by any of these lies. There is a silent witness behind all the noise in the mind. There is an awareness that simply sees. It sees the thoughts, the emotions, the memories, the body, the story, the entire dream of your life. That silent awareness is life itself. It is the same life that moves your heart, that breathes your lungs, that shines in your eyes. It is not afraid. It does not judge. It simply is. It is pure presence. It is pure love. You are not only the main character of the story. You are this silent artist who is dreaming the story. You are the energy of life that is moving through the character. When you begin to see this, something soft begins to open inside. You understand that you are not here to be perfect. You are here to be aware. You are here to wake up in the middle of the dream and remember that it is a dream. This is the beginning of inner peace. To master inner peace, you do not need to control all the circumstances of your life. You do not need to make everyone love you or understand you. You do not need to fix every mistake from your past. You do not need to be a saint. You do not even need to be spiritual in any special way. To master inner peace, you need one simple, powerful willingness. You must be willing to see the truth inside your own mind, and you must be willing to let go of the lies. Truth is very simple. Lies are very complicated. Truth is calm. Lies are noisy. Truth is like a clear sky. Lies are like smoke that hides the sky. When you believe lies about yourself, the smoke fills your inner world. You cannot see who you are. You cannot see others clearly. You do not see life as it is. You see only your fear. You see only your judgments. You see only old images that come from the past. You react not to what is happening now, but to what happened long ago. You speak not to the person in front of you, but to the ghosts in your mind. This is why small situations can feel so big. A simple look from someone, a simple word can open a deep wound. Suddenly your heart is racing, your mind is full of thoughts, your body tenses. You say to yourself, they do not respect me, they do not care about me, I am being attacked. But in truth, it is not their word or their look that hurts you. It is the agreement in your mind that says, I am not worth respect, I am not lovable, I am not safe. The person in front of you is just a mirror. They reflect what is already inside. They are not your enemy. Your real enemy is the lie that you keep believing. When you see this clearly, something very beautiful happens. You stop fighting other people so much. You stop trying to control them. You stop making everything personal. You understand that they also live in their own dream with their own lies and wounds. You see their anger, their fear, their judgments, and you recognize them. You say, I know this place, I have been there, I have believed those lies too. This understanding does not mean you must accept disrespect. It does not mean you let people abuse you. No, it means that even when you set a boundary or walk away, you do not turn them into a monster in your story. You see them as another artist who is still trapped in a dream of suffering. You begin to choose peace for yourself without needing to make anyone else wrong. This is a very important step in the mastery of inner peace. You stop taking everything personally. When someone praises you, it is their dream. When someone blames you, it is their dream. When someone loves you, they love according to their own story. When they hate you, they hate according to their own story. It does not mean you are good or bad as a being. It means that you appear in their dream and their mind reacts. When you believe their praise, you become addicted to it. When you believe their blame, you become crushed by it. When you see it simply as information about their dream, you stay free. You can listen, you can learn, you can adjust if needed, but you do not hand your peace over to their opinions. You return again and again to the simple truth. The only world you can truly change is the one inside your own mind. Now, let us talk about something you may have forgotten, the love of your life. You may believe that the love of your life is another person, someone who finally understands you, who completes you, who stays by your side and never leaves. This is a beautiful desire, but it can also be a trap. The real love of your life has been with you from the first moment you arrived on this planet. It has never left you, not even for 1 second. It sleeps when you sleep, it wakes when you wake. It carries you, it feeds you, it protects you, it translates your will into action every moment. This great love is your own body. Your body is not an enemy. It is not a problem to be fixed. It is not an object to be judged, compared, punished, or used. Your body is the most loyal companion you will ever have. It has done its best for you, even when you neglected it. It has carried your pain, your stress, your unprocessed emotions. It has received your anger when you looked in the mirror and rejected it. It has received all the harsh words you speak to yourself in silence, and still it stays with you. Still, it does its best to keep you alive. Inner peace is not only about having quiet thoughts. It is also about restoring a loving relationship with your own body. It is about changing the way you speak to this loyal companion. It is about letting your mind become loyal to your body instead of attacking it. You can begin very simply. You can place your hand on your chest and say, "Thank you. Thank you for beating all these years. Thank you for breathing. Thank you for carrying me, even when I was not kind. Thank you for staying, even when I judged you. I am sorry for the times I have hated you. I am sorry for the ways I have harmed you out of ignorance. From now on, I choose to treat you with more respect, more kindness, more love." This is not just a nice idea. Your body listens. Each word you speak to it is a kind of magic. When you tell your body you are ugly, you are weak, you are disgusting, your body feels that energy. Batais. And you tell your body, "You are beautiful, you are strong, you are my friend, you are my home." Your body feels that too. You cannot have inner peace while you are at war with your own body. When you reject your body, you reject life itself, because life is expressing through your body right now. When you embrace your body with love, you embrace life. You allow peace to flow through your cells, your muscles, your heart. In the same way, you cannot have true inner peace while you practice conditional love with yourself. You know conditional love very well. It is the love that says, "I love you if," or "I love you when," or "I love you as long as." It always has a condition. I love you if you are thin. I love you if you are productive. I love you if you never make mistakes. I love you if others approve of you. I love you if you stay strong and never cry. Conditional love is a contract full of fear. It is not real love. It is a way to control. When you practice conditional love with yourself, you are both the jailer and the prisoner. You are the one who sets the conditions, and you are the one who tries to meet them. You may also have learned conditional love from others. They told you, "I love you if you behave, if you obey, if you succeed, if you never embarrass me, if you fit my image of how you should be." Their own fear was speaking, their own wounds were speaking. But as a child, you believed that this was love. So you repeated this pattern with yourself and with others. "I love you if you never hurt me. I love you if you act like I want. I love you if you make me feel secure." This type of love leads to control, jealousy, resentment, war. Two people who love conditionally do not really meet. They are too busy managing images of each other. They are too afraid to be vulnerable, too afraid to be seen as they are. They are always negotiating. "If you give me this, I will give you that. If you fail me, I will punish you." No one can rest in that kind of love. No one can feel true peace there. Unconditional love is very different. Unconditional love is simple. It says, "I love you." That is all. There is no if, no when, no as long as. It does not mean that you accept harmful behavior. It does not mean that you never walk away from a situation that is painful. It means that even when you set a boundary, you do not close your heart. Unconditional love toward yourself means, "I love myself as I am right now, with all my wounds, with all my mistakes, with all my history. I do not have to earn my own love. I do not need to become perfect to be worthy of my own kindness." From this unconditional love, you can change, you can grow, you can heal. But you do so not because you are trying to become worthy. You do so because you already are worthy, and you want to express that beauty more clearly. Inner peace grows inside, watered by unconditional love. When the voice in your mind is full of conditions, you will never rest, because you will never feel enough for long. There will always be one more condition to meet, one more flaw to fix, one more person to prove yourself to, one more task to complete. So the first agreement you can begin to change is the agreement that says, "I'm only worthy if I meet certain conditions." You can replace it with a new agreement. "I am worthy of love just because I exist. Nothing more is needed." You may not believe this right away. That is okay. Inner peace is not a switch you flip. It is a practice. It is a path. Like any mastery, it grows from many small steps, repeated with patience. This brings us to another very important truth. You cannot change the entire dream of your life at once. but you can change the main character. You can change the way you see yourself. If you do not change the main character, you will keep trying to rearrange the secondary characters. You will spend your life trying to fix other people, trying to get them to behave in ways that calm your fear. You will try to change your partner, your parents, your children, your boss, your society. You will say, if they were different, I could finally have peace. But notice something, even when people change, your inner war often continues. You find a new person to fight with or a new situation to worry about. The story continues, just with different faces. Outer change cannot give you lasting peace if the main character inside remains the same. So instead of trying to rewrite everyone else, begin by rewriting your role. You can ask yourself, who am I in my own story? Am I the victim? Am I the villain? Am I the judge? Am I the savior? Am I the abandoned one? The not enough one? The invisible one? You may have been playing this role for many years. It may feel very familiar, but familiar does not mean truthful. Familiar does not mean peaceful. You can choose another role. You can become the artist of your story instead of the victim of your story. You can become the loving guardian of your body instead of its judge. You can become the student of life instead of the one who thinks they must control life. How do you do this? You begin by becoming aware of your agreements. You listen to the voice in your mind, not to obey it, but to understand it. You hear a thought like, I always fail. And instead of saying, yes, that is true, you say, is that really true? Or is that an old agreement speaking? Who decided that? Do I want to keep believing that? You take each lie one by one and you bring it into the light of your awareness. You do not fight it with force. You do not scream at it. You simply see it clearly and say, this is not true. I will no longer give you my faith. At the same time, you speak new words to yourself. You make new agreements. You say, I choose to be kind with myself. I choose to see my body as my friend. I choose to treat myself with respect. I choose to listen to the voice of truth, not the voice of fear. Your word is powerful. Every time you speak truth to yourself, you plant a seed. With repetition, that seed grows. It becomes stronger than the old weeds of lies. Slowly, your inner world becomes a more gentle garden. And in that garden, peace can sit down and rest. Of course, there will be days when you forget. There will be days when you believe the old lies again. There will be days when you take something personally, when you make assumptions, when you speak harshly, when you judge yourself or another. This is normal. You are human. You are learning. On those days, your practice is very simple. You forgive yourself. You say, I forgot for a moment. I believed the lie again. That is okay. I will return to the truth now. Doing your best does not mean doing everything perfectly. Doing your best means doing what you can with the energy and awareness you have in this moment. Some days your best will be very strong. Your mind will be clear. Your heart will be open. You will feel peace easily. Other days your best will be small. You will feel tired, wounded, confused. On those days, doing your best may simply mean taking one deep conscious breath, or stopping yourself from saying one hurtful word, or placing your hand on your heart and whispering, it's okay, I'm here with you. When you accept that your best changes from day to day, you stop using spirituality as a new way to punish yourself. You stop saying, I should be peaceful all the time. I should never react. I should always be full of love. You recognize that you are still healing, still growing, still learning to walk in this new way. Inner peace comes when you allow yourself to be in process instead of demanding that you be finished. All of this happens only in one place, the present moment. You cannot rewrite yesterday except in your memory. You cannot live tomorrow except in your imagination. The only place where you can change your agreements, the only place where you can practice unconditional love, the only place where you can choose new words, new thoughts, new actions is now. This moment is your canvas. This breath is your brush. The feelings in your body right now are part of your masterpiece. The thoughts moving through your mind right now are part of your dream. If there is tension in your chest, let it be there. Feel it without a story. Breathe into it. Do not call it wrong. Do not call it bad. See it as energy moving. See it as a message from your body saying, please listen. Please be gentle with me. If there are loud thoughts, let them pass like clouds across the sky of your awareness. You do not have to believe all of them. You do not have to follow all of them. You can simply notice them and come back to your breath, to the feeling of your feet on the ground, to the simple fact that you are alive in this moment. Each time you bring your attention back to the present, you are stepping out of the old story. You are stepping out of the dream of suffering and into the dream of peace. You can practice this in very small ways. When you eat, eat with presence. Feel the taste, the texture, the gift of the food. Thank your body for digesting it. When you walk, walk with awareness. Feel the contact between your feet and the earth. Let your mind rest in the rhythm of your steps. When you speak, speak with kindness. Remember that your word is like magic. Tea can heal or it can hurt. Use it to support your peace, not to destroy it. When you listen, listen with your whole being. Do not only wait to respond. Receive the other person as another artist of life, another dreamer. You do not have to agree or disagree. You can simply understand. In this way, every moment of your day becomes part of your practice. You do not need a special place or a special time to begin. Life itself is your temple. Your breath is your prayer. Your attention is your offering. As you continue, you will notice something subtle but very powerful. The space between your thoughts becomes wider. The voice of judgment becomes softer. The grip of fear loosens. You find yourself smiling more easily, even without a reason. You feel more at home in your own body. You feel more at ease with other people because you are no longer constantly defending an image. The war inside begins to end. You still live in the same world. People still act according to their own dreams. There is still noise on the outside, but inside there is more space, more silence, more acceptance. You watch the dream of the world with the eyes of a loving witness. You participate, you act, you speak, you create, but you are no longer losing yourself in every scene. This is the mastery of inner peace. It is not a final graduation. It is an ongoing romance between your awareness and your life. You are the artist. Your life is your art. Your story with all its joy and all its pain is your masterpiece in progress. Even your suffering has been part of your art. It has brought you here to this moment of seeing more clearly. Now you have the chance to paint with new colors. You do not need to reject your past. You do not need to feel ashamed of your previous agreements. They were the best you could do with the awareness you had. Now you have more awareness. Now you can choose again. Today you can choose to end the war against yourself. You can choose to speak to your body with love. You can choose to stop chasing conditional love that never satisfies. You can choose to stop trying to control everyone else. You can choose to become the loving main character of your own story. You can choose truth over lies. The truth is simple. You are life. You are love. You are the awareness that is hearing these words. You are not broken. You are not unworthy. You are not a mistake. You are a unique expression of the same life that fills all things. When you rest in this truth, there is peace. This peace does not mean that you will never feel sadness again. It does not mean that you will never feel anger or fear. It means that even when those emotions arise, they move through a space of acceptance. You do not fight them. You do not cling to them. You allow them to come and to go, like waves on the surface of a vast ocean. The ocean does not fear its own waves. It knows that its depth is untouched. In the same way, your deep self is untouched by the temporary movements of the mind. Right now, as you listen, you can take a gentle breath and allow this to sink in. Feel your body, feel your presence. Notice that beneath all the thoughts about your life, there is a simple I am. Without any story, without any label, without any role, just I am. This I am is your true home. When you live from here, you can play any role in the world. You can be a parent, a partner, a worker, a creator, a friend. You can laugh, you can cry, you can succeed, you can fail. But you know that none of these roles are your identity. They are just expressions in the grand dream of life. You watch them with peace. You enjoy them while they last. You let them go when they are finished. To support this way of being, you can make simple daily commitments. I commit to becoming aware of my agreements. I commit to speaking kindly to myself and my body. I commit to not taking everything personally. I commit to asking questions instead of making assumptions. I commit to doing my best today, nothing more, nothing less. You do not need to be perfect in these commitments. You simply need to return to them again and again, like a friend who keeps coming back. With time, you will see that inner peace is not a gift someone gives you. It is not something you must earn. It is your natural state when the lies fall away. It is the quiet of your being when you stop believing the inner judge, the inner victim, the inner tyrant. It is the simple joy of being alive here and now. So my beloved friend, I invite you gently and with all my heart to begin today. Be softer with yourself, be kinder with your body, be more honest with your thoughts, be less afraid of your emotions, be curious about your inner world. Be willing to let go of old agreements that hurt you. You do not need to rush, you do not need to prove anything. Take one step, then another. Let your life be your teacher, let your heart be your guide. And when you forget, when you fall back into old habits, when you feel the war inside again, remember this: you can always begin again in this moment. You can always return to the truth. You can always choose love over fear. You can always come back home to yourself. May your word become a blessing to yourself. May your mind become a friend to your body. May your heart rest in unconditional love. May your awareness stay rooted in the truth of who you are. May your life become a peaceful dream that reflects the beauty of your spirit. This is the mastery of inner peace. It lives in you already, waiting for your gentle attention,